everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone is doing well. This reading is a full moon in Gemini reading for the sign of Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, I just pulled your main card, and this is Bishop C.J. Mason. Okay, we'll deal with that in a moment. I'm gonna pull a couple cards. But as I said, this reading is the full moon in Gemini for Sagittarius, and that's for Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. So, full moon in Gemini. We just happen to be in Sagittarius season, and we're doing your sign, Sagittarius. And so that Gemini Sagittarius polarity, right? That intellect versus the intuition. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, so Gemini can get into the details, whereas Sagittarius looks at the wider, broader picture. You know, we're looking at air versus fire, okay? And how can we use that blend of intellect and intuition for this full moon, okay? Full moons are a time of surrender, okay? Full moons, something has to end. So something has to stop so you can start something anew. And with Mercury and, with the air and that fire, it's like, how are you communicating with yourself? How are you communicating with others? That blend, how do you bring your heart and mind together? Or indecision, or, how are you communicating your knowledge, okay? But with Sagittarius, Gemini, maybe you're seeking information at this time. There's answers or information that you need in order for you to move forward at this particular time in your life. And so this is tapping into the Sag wisdom, using your intellectual skills to tap into that wisdom, which is interesting because you got Bishop Mason there. So I'm pulling a few more cards here for you. So this far, I'm assuming, there could be some, all right, and excuse me. I was having a moment there. All right, so let's take a look at this. First, we got, all right, Sag. We're starting out with Bishop C.H. Mason. I'm just getting used to this deck, but look at that guy. This is serious, right? He ain't no joke, right? He channeling something. I'm just saying. But this is it's sort of like the Hierophant. So pulling this card, you may be asked to humble yourself and trust your teachers, your guides, your elders. You're being asked to trust in others. I'm not saying all people. I was kind of specific when I said teachers, guides, elders, the heads of your community, maybe bosses. But with this blend of energy, Sag, you really need to tap into your intellect. So not saying that you believe everything that they're telling you, but you're here to collect information. All right. And as you're collecting this information, how are you going to use it? How are you going to disseminate it? How do you really believe in what they're saying? What they say, trust but verify. Okay. So overall, I feel that whatever information you're seeking, it more has to do with your security and your foundation. Gnomes and dwarfs, gnomes are known as bankers and things like that. So this, I really think this is really an impact on your finances to some degree. So are you seeking information or the information you need to make a good choice for yourself doing for your resources? Now, we have Shirpana. And in some cultures, this may be seen as Saint Lazarus or Baba Luaye. But in just strictly the tarot, this is more like the Hermit card. So you need to seek out someone with wisdom beyond their years, a good teacher, maybe even going in solitude and tapping into your own wisdom. Because you notice he has that brush in front. He can only deal with what's in front of him. So maybe you need to withdraw and tap into your own insight knowledge, or call on that, what I say, teacher, guide, one of those people. You need to tap into them to get the information you need to make the best decision. You know, this is like pulling in that wisdom and vision. How are you going to use wisdom and vision, or your intellect and your intuition? How are you going to make it work for you? How are you going to make it work? And I believe at this time, we have Eshu right here. So you are at a crossroads. And this crossroads for you, really, it could be who do you perceive as someone you could look up to and really trust what they have to say? Who would you humble yourself to and say, wow, I really respect this person and I really value their advice? So for you, the dilemma or the crossroads would be, who would that person be for you? Because, we all have people we like, we listen to, but on a deep core level, when we know it's going to impact us for the rest of our lives, is this someone you really trust? And they say, trust but verify. So you're being asked to more or less get to work and do some study, investigate, talk to different people, but put in the work, okay? So I see that you need to put in this work in order to be more grounded. You need to put in this work so that you can stay feeling secure. So whatever you're putting your energy in, remember, this is almost like a Four of Pentacles in a sense, but he's really looking out, trying to figure out ways to secure himself, whereas the Four of Pentacles is just clinging to what he has. You want to expand where you're at, and in order to do that, you may need to just sit and you think about who can you trust, who can you look up to. Sometimes it's we think of God, your angels, your ancestors, however you perceive that, semantics, nevertheless. So you're at a crossroads. And for you, I really feel with this Gemini full moon, where you're looking for information and answers to come in, this is a good time to really surrender to the divine. And verify. Use your intellectual and your intellect and your intuition to verify all information that is coming to you at this time, so that you can make the best decision possible. Because I really feel like right now you're sitting pretty good, but there's some things that you need to work out. Now, some of these things maybe you need to work out could pertain to your health, not just money, okay? Because, you know, your health is in your wealth, but you can get all this stuff, but, you know, in order to keep working and to stay like on the ground versus under the ground, you got to take care of yourself. So it's time to make it's decision time, you know, and then also realize, I mean, you're probably in contact with a lot of people, and everyone has their own divine wisdom. So sometimes you got to take a little bit from this person and a little bit from that person, and using your own life experiences on this road of this journey, this process of evolution, and see what fits for you. So you're trying to take all the tools, all the information you can, and you want to make this work for you. So Sag, let me know what you think about that. Leave a comment down below. And this is you know, really, yeah, just tapping into your guides, you know. And Sag, you're the type of person, you could you're outside the box. So this may require some outside the box action after you get all the information. But then at the same time, I'm feeling this is more individual than part of a group, to be honest with you, Sag. So please let me know what you think. It says, I am the dreamer of my dream. What are you dreaming? What are you working at? Right? And it's interesting. He's sitting right there under the stars. You know, what is it that you want to cook up that's going to impact your future? What are you cooking up that you feel right now that you're at an impasse and you need to make that decision? That's that polarity. You know, how are we going to balance that push-pull, that Gemini Sag, that, and what are you communicating to yourself? So let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Please feel free. Give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, please. And this is Sister Omi. Peace.